How are you all doing? How did the celebration go? I know I've not been here for a while. I've not been on live for a while now. So I've been so busy. So I decided to come online. Okay, so I hope you all are doing very well. Happy New Year to all of us, and I hope this new year brings us so much blessings. Okay, so we are still on the case of Queen Naomi. Okay, so today is 2nd of January 2025. So we are still on the case of Queen Naomi, and nobody has actually heard anything about her recently or about Alahaji Hamzat recently. So hopefully all the all their we're hoping that everything will be settled. So a lot of people, everything will be settled amicably. So a lot of people are actually saying that they were actually saying that I heard this gist over the festive period. They were actually asking why when Naomi case was going on with Alaji Hamzat, why did Olori Temitope go ahead with celebrating with children over the Christmas, because as you all know, Olori Temitope is also a philanthropist. She's been giving to children for a very long time as well, even before she married the king. Of course, she's an Ijebu princess, so she's been doing her NGO for a very long time. And the children that she gives to are not just children in Nigeria, children all over all African countries. Like there are some parts of African countries that Temitope always gifts do her NGOs with and all that. So this time around, she decided to hold it in the palace for most of the children. And coincidentally, it happened when Queen Naomi, after Queen Naomi had her own funfair earlier. So it happened when Queen Naomi had her funfair, and after Queen Naomi had her funfair, and that tragedy occurred. So a lot of people are saying, why did she go ahead to have her own funfair, knowing that Queen Naomi is in trouble? So most people really answer the questions by by asking why can't she go ahead with her own celebration, her own funfair. After all, she was not the one that she was never anywhere close to Queen Naomi, and Queen Naomi is not in the palace. She's no longer in the palace, so you cannot tell Olori Temitope to stop whatever she's doing to mourn the loss of the children. She can only mourn them from afar, but she will not stop her own fanfare for anybody. So people are still waiting on Ooni of Ife to come out to say something, because they've been saying that Ooni of Ife has not actually said anything after this event, after what happened, and Queen Naomi and Alahaji Hamzat are reprimanded in the police custody over the festive period. And a lot of people took to the streets to call on the government to release Queen Naomi and Alahaji Hamzat. Okay, so people said, I was actually looking for, before the celebration and all that, I told you people that I'll look for Beneru's interview, the interview that he granted, so that we will see where he defaulted, because people are saying that he shouldn't have said what he said, the way he said it, and it was not nice. He wasn't even showing sympathy to the people that lost their children. I bend over to the people that lost their children, that it was really, really totally insensitive of him to say, to talk the way he did and all that. So I'm looking for where he granted interview and what he actually said, that people are really talking about. They said that the interview that Beneru granted, and the fact that he was always pointing towards political stuff, was really, really not making sense. So, but somehow I totally agree with them. I just feel like he should have just gone straight to the point. And I keep saying it, no matter whose fault it is, the parents of the children will always look for who to blame for their predicament, and they will always point to the direction of the they always point to the direction of the organizers, which we all know that that was exactly what they were going to do. And of course, they didn't disappoint us. So they didn't disappoint us. So they were actually saying that okay, I've seen where Benyeru was saying something. Hold on. At the venue, and the crowd was uncontrollable. People were throwing their kids over the fence. If they had even thrown an adult over the fence, the adult would probably, so throwing a kid over the fence just because we want to probably secure a space. As at that time, nothing was distributed. Either water, food, nothing was distributed at that time. Nothing whatsoever. But people were trying to get access into the venue just to secure a seat. Most of the things we rented, the chairs, the canopies, and even the food, everything was to waste. People destroy properties there. Yes, nobody is happy. As a matter of fact, it has impacted her seriously mentally, because
She also has a child. Everybody's a mother. Yeah, I don't have a child, but by extension, people that are close to her, they also have children. So nobody would be happy that okay, somebody came for an event that is meant to bless people and somebody is losing their life. Nobody's happy about that. And when this thing happened, she personally went to the police station. So okay, this has happened. She showed up there and they said, okay, this is just a minor issue. Okay, what are the next things to be done? And from there we thought it was just a joke. They think that okay, because people are hungry, the opera, okay, they just want to keep her here for some time so that we do our proper investigation, which is normal, which is okay. We don't have any problem with that. It is fine. The first day, the second day, the third day. And I will be honest, by the time they took her to court, I feel like this thing was arranged. That's my opinion. Anybody can have a contrary opinion, but that's my opinion. I feel this thing was arranged because there were no proper notice that you'll be taken to court. There were no proper notice. Even we got her a son who was involved from the get-go, from the first day she was taken to the police station. We got a son, we got a lawyer involved, and we were okay, the lawyer was telling her, okay, don't worry, this thing will be settled amicably. Okay, there could be resolution, and we'll just come to a round table and everybody will talk about this thing. And this thing would die there. That was, and at least maybe Olori, the point, will probably meet with those family that lost their kids. People were going to the venue, they were sleeping over at the venue. People were at the venue at 4 a.m. They slept over. Some of them slept over.
Okay, so that was Queen Naomi's elder brother's voice at Daddy Free's interview. Okay, so you people were actually saying that the way Beneru spoke, a lot of people were displeased with it. They were like, those are people that lost their children. So I don't know if the interview there was complete, but I'm still trying to find where he made a statement that people were displeased. But if this is a complete interview, he spoke his mind, and for him, anyways, for you to even trust police and all this kind of case, they will not leave you to go like that. Okay, so these are people's comments. This person said, it's truly heartbreaking when those who strive to bring joy or hope to others find themselves misunderstood or punished. The loss of young lives is devastating, and it's a pain felt deeply by everyone. Yet, you have beautifully pointed out that while the situation is painful, we must not lose hope. Let us keep these individuals and their families in our prayers. May justice, wisdom, and healing prevail in this situation. You're right, our governments have a responsibility to create environments where such tragedies don't occur. And until then, we must hold on to faith. The brighter days ahead. These too shall pass, and may we find strength. So someone needs to think before helping people now, because I've witnessed many things like heartbreak, but I know this too shall pass. Okay, so somebody else said, very well spoken, eloquent, and with humility. So this person said, free Ayomi Hamzat. Okay, so Eni Olorida said, Daddy Freeze. My mom younger brother stay around that area. People were there before Oriyomi and Queen Naomi. I read on the page that on Queen Naomi page, a lady said her friend brought kids from Iseyi. So sad, may God vindicate her. It turned out to politics already. This person replied, I even saw people that came from Ikire, the day before. So these are testimonies of people that came with came from a far place to the event, that came from for the event on before the day of the event. But the question is, the government, the court will still ask them questions, because before this event happened on the 18th of December, Queen Naomi announced that everybody should come. They will hold her responsible for her word. She said they should come before time. According to the interview that is on her page, they should come. No, she said they should come on time, that the event will start on time, and if you don't come on time, you'll be missing. Let me get the interview, because if you're also looking at it like this, you should also look at it from the other angle, because this is not a child's play. They're actually going to court, and of course, if it is not handled well, a lot will actually go wrong. A lot will actually go wrong, and they're going to hold up our words, because I was thinking the same thing. I was saying they came before time, and my attention was drawn to the fact that let me go to where Queen Naomi invited them for the fun fair. So I don't know about, okay, she said, hold on, let me listen to the voice note.
Merriment season, the joy of the season is that we all get to celebrate and have fun. Ibadan, guess what? I am coming to you. I am every child, every girl, every boy in Ibadan. This is your opportunity to come together in one space and celebrate. I'm coming on the platform of women in need of guidance and support. Wings, as children of God, anywhere we come to, we come in and we show up big. My non-governmental foundation to celebrate children in a children fun fair event, a charity event that we do every year. Every child needs to come from 0 to 10. We are celebrating you, even up till 13. It's children fun fair. We've done it across cities and villages in Nigeria, and now it is celebration time.
Okay, hold on. Okay, she said, I'm looking for the interview that she granted before, a day before then, where she said they should come on time. I think it has been pulled down. It has been pulled down. Ayami. I saw that interview somewhere, because her statement was they should come on time so that they can finish the event on time. So it has been pulled down, which is okay, because people are saying, she said they should come on time. If they don't come on time, they won't make it on time, as in they won't get anything and all that. That's why they came on time, because people will not remember. I even saw that one man came. The wife came with 2 children to the event. Her husband was not aware. Her husband came with a bike and picked the dead daughter and left. As of that time, she has not found. I'm a brother to the Queen Naomi. So I will say this because I've been reading comments online, and a lot of people were of the opinion that there were no proper planning as regards this program, and that was why this incident happened. Now I want to say one thing. She started with crusade, so she's not a novice in this business of organizing events. We've been doing it for years. I've been a part of all our events.
either crusade or outreaches. I mean, the NGO aspect of our ministry. Now, this time around, Ibadan was chosen to come and have the event. We had we I don't want to mention names here, but all the necessary stakeholders that were meant to be involved in this program were involved in the program. They were carried along, but unfortunately, we have what has happened. People were going to the venue, not they were sleeping over at the venue. People were at the venue as at 4 a.m. They slept over. Some of them slept over at the venue, and the crowd was uncontrollable. People were throwing their kids over the fence. If they had even thrown an adult over the fence, the adult would probably so throwing a kid over the fence just because you want to probably secure a space. As at that time, nothing was distributed. Either water, food, nothing was distributed.
Okay, so I'm looking for the.
For Larry. Please wait. For Larry. Afternoon, ma. For Larry. And the brother.
I'm looking for. I'm looking for the comments. No. So I'm still looking for where they said he spoke. He said something they didn't like. He didn't even sympathize with the people that lost their children. So a lot will come into play. So, but we've not heard anything about the case. We've not heard anything about the case, and this is New Year, and probably the celebration will be over. So they will be talking about they will be going to court right now because a lot of people are traveled for the festive period, and they are not they are not yet back. Some of them should be on their way because holidays is over, almost over, so they should be on their way home. So hopefully hopefully they will settle this amicably. So the man came to the venue and picked his dead daughter's body corpse with a bike and left. While the wife was still crying, looking for the other child, he told her, don't bother to come back to the house. Don't bother to come back to the house since you went to uh, you took your children to go and get rice and 5,000 naira and the kids are dead. Don't bother coming home with the children. So somebody said they saw people that came from Ikire to the event, and they were wondering, why would you transport yourself from a far distance to Ibadan, from a long distance to this place, just to take 5,000 naira and all that? Why? Another person said they saw someone that borrowed her neighbor's children plus hers. Like, she came with 6 children that were not hers. How will you be able to manage such children in an event like that, in a crowd like that? So, but a lot of this will come to play if their lawyers are good. If Queen Naomi's lawyer or Alahaji Hamzat lawyer, if they are good lawyers. So hopefully we hope that this case will die soon, and I'm sure a lot of them that came that lost their children were mostly Muslims. So these children must have been laid to rest. So, but we still sympathize with them. We still pray for their souls to rest well. And for the pains that the parents are facing right now, I pray that God console you and give you the grace and console you, because the pains of losing a child that you've been to even take care of children, from carrying the pregnancy, birthing the child, nurturing the child, is not a joke. Like, it is not a joke. You literally have to, your sleepless nights, feeding the child and everything, and losing the child because of our own carelessness. is totally something most of them can never forgive themselves for the rest of their lives. So somebody says Nigerian police don't have a problem with the lady, but she has to assist the police with the due process. She may have to pay a fine, no need for excessive agitation. And that person, Creative Jumi, said something is just fishy about the matter. They just want Punisher and Oro Oyomi, who will see her through. God will see her through. Young man, you just spoke well. If possible, please don't talk about compensation now, because losing a child can bring depression. For now, they don't want to hear compensation. Then nobody should even mention compensation now, because if you start mentioning compensation, what will they say? Bring 10 billion, because no amount can replace the loss of a child, their own child. No amount. So please, what this person said is even okay. I think I didn't finish the interview because I didn't get that aspect of saying they will compensate the people that lost their children and all that. No, no. Nobody should even go there. How much does Naomi have that they want to compensate children, the parents that lost their children? They should go and ask for their forgiveness, even if it is not their fault, and pray for them as well. Ask for their forgiveness. Tell them that words cannot. There's way you talk to people, and even if they don't want to forgive, they will forgive you. You know, they will. They are all human beings. They know that the fault is not entirely um Alahaji Yomi's fault or Kwenomi's fault. Even the woman that threw her child over the fence still asks her for forgiveness. I'm sure with her mind, her spirit, even the spirit of the child that her child that she harmed, maybe unconsciously, because I don't think if she had sense she would have behaved that way. You know, she will still learn to forgive herself and be forgiven. So somebody said, Temi said, sadly, people that could throw their children over the fence for a plate of rice do not value those kids. It's compensation they want to hear. Exactly. They want to hear compensation because at the end of the day, they will rather sacrifice one child to have money to have other children. So nobody should even go to the extent of saying they want to compensate anybody. I am saying that the police should investigate, bring those women, the people that left, that brought the parents that brought those children to such an environment, interrogate them, and of course, if you find them guilty, please detain them. Government should seize this opportunity to detain most of these people, most of these women, most of these fathers, most of these people that borrow people's children to 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 go to the streets to do all sorts of things. Government should use this opportunity to set an example with these children, with these parents. If you set an example, it will spread, others will learn. And I feel like I heard someone saying I read one of the comments that Ibadan is filled with most of these beggars. Like Ibadan is their headquarters. Like it's as if they carry them from other states, from other northern states, and come to Ibadan and dump them. The person said most of the roads are littered right now with beggars, and like they are coming out to stay on the roads. The roads are littered. You know that the governor of Ibadan is trying. He's a very clean man. Like from the maintenance of the roads to making sure that the roads are clean, the streets are clean. Like that man deserves, that governor of Ibadan, Sheyi Makinde, deserves to be the president of Nigeria one day. If like the other governor and the governor of Abia State, Alex Oti, they deserve they deserve a spot in heaven. In fact, they deserve front row in heaven because they are good people. You know, I've, I've, I know there are other governors that are good governors, clean governors, but this one, this particular one, the governor of Oyo State, he's a good man. You know, he's trying his best, his humanly possible best to make sure that the state is always clean, security wise, and of course, like maintain peace in the state. So, but this particular incident cannot tarnish his image. They should try and seize the opportunity to hold those parents that brought their children to the fun fair, even the ones that had the mind to throw their children over the fence, their toddlers over the fence for a plate of rice, they should hold them down and remand them in police custody until further notice. Once this is done, others will learn from it. And of course, I think that aspect of having so many beggars on the street, so many children can easily go to school, because I know that government school education is at least free. Even if you're going to spend money for it in a term, it should not be more than um 10,000 naira. So like they are not asked to bring anything to school except buy this book, which I know that somehow their parents can afford to buy at least a book for their child to read, a novel that still belongs to their children. So they should seize this opportunity, address issues of beggars, people begging even when they have food in their houses. You know, or even if you want to beg as a parent, go and beg. Leave your children out of this. So sadly, people that could throw their children over the fence for a plate of rice do not value those kids. It's compensation they want to hear. Another person said, "You think mothers that threw their children off the fence for food won't want compensation? They play. They are they are the hungry ones. They need compensations. They allowed their children die because of food." Exactly. They use these children as a bait, you know. So I just pray that after this happened at the police custody, they should also bring these people in for questioning and, of course, for detention. This issue can easily be settled, but they're saying that it has turned political in a way that a lot of people were not, according to what they are saying, that a lot of people were not happy with Alahaji Hamzat for a lot of things. And you know, he has actually helped a lot of people in problems, settle a lot of cases and all that. He as well is a good man. So they are saying that most of these women were the ones hungry and not their children. So they used their children as a bait by throwing their toddlers, over the fence, which actually killed them instantly. So, yes, of course, the police, the courts, they will also look into these evidences. The only person that should be remanded in prison in that is the local government chairman and minister of agriculture for not doing their jobs well. Because if there is food in state, people won't bother throwing their kids through the fence, even when there is food in the state. Trust me, my dear, Nigerians, a lot of people, do you know that a lot of these beggars have, I can remember one of my family member telling me that, because the day I visited Ibadan, she was like, the day I visited Ibadan, I was like, I saw a lot of beggars and all that. She was like, most of these beggars have actually used this begging money to build houses. It is like an occupation to them. A lot of them have money more than you. Even when you want to take them off the streets, they will tell you no. Because a lot of them actually make money more than the people that sit down in a bank hall. I'm telling you, for a month. In fact, in a day, let's assume a banker might be earning like 3,000 naira now, might be earning 3,000 naira in a day. Multiply times, yes, times 30 days. Or most of them might be earning 10,000 naira or 5,000 naira sitting down in a day. Multiply times 30 days. Then check out these beggars that earn even more in a day. and multiply it times 30. So they don't want to be taken off the streets. They love the streets. So somebody said the stampede that happened in Abuja and Anambra, please, what has been done, because it's looking like a setup. So we all know that stampede also happened in other states. So people are worried and saying, what happened to the other states? The people that were involved, were they not arrested too? Okay, so this person said, thank you, Benoro. Proud of you for that explanation. You did absolutely well breaking it down properly for everyone to understand. To really know what happened, continue to speak up on her behalf. It's not proper, and you just expressed how it's done in a civilized country like the US where I lived. I think this interview that I just played for you people is not complete. So I'll look for the complete part and still bring it online for you people to listen. Somebody said, well spoken, Buenoro. Thank you, Daddy Freeze, for granting this interview. So George the Garbage said, that's what happens when you try to take up the responsibility of the government, which is to protect and provide at such a level. Because if this mishap would have happened under a government sponsored event, we all know nobody would be held accountable because they don't value human lives. Somebody said, George, you are very right. The stampede that happened sometimes, I can't remember the year again. Doing immigration job search in a stadium in Abuja. Up to today, there are no single person that was arrested, and nobody accounted for the loss of those job seekers that lost their lives in that stampedes. Another person said some people even paid 1,000 for form. So somebody said, Magnificent said, I just don't get it. How will parents bring their children to the venue as early as 6 a.m. for the event that is starting 10 a.m.? The hunger in their country in this country is very serious. For parents to be throwing their children over the fence, this is so sad. Sheifumi said, I like the way her family are also advocating for Oriyomi. The guy said he did it for free. Omo, make our good heart no put us for trouble. Of course, Alahaji Oriyomi is a good person, and he's been helping a lot of people over the years. And he has a lot of fans. If you don't know, both old and young. In fact, mostly old people listen um to his radio station channel, and of course they follow him a lot and they love him like so. But somebody said, Obas Solo said, her brother spoke well, very well. May Nigeria not happen to us. Cherry Stan said, the way this issue messed with my mental health on her behalf. I wonder how Olori will be feeling right now. Omo. Jenny said, the brother is well spoken. Just said, eloquent presentation by her brother. And that person said, why remind a philanthropist who has done nothing wrong because of the mistakes of others? Now, this kind of thing, they make people with good hearts ignore helping their poor communities. They also said, Ola said, who has been arrested and persecuted in Abuja and Anambra, who has been prosecuted for the deaths of the customs office. Yes, it is said that people died, but a parent who threw his child over the fence is more to blame than the owner of the compound. If the stampede happened hours before the event was due to start, Can we honestly blame the NGO? I don't know the law, but honestly, this feels like an attack on either Naomi or Alahaji Hamzat. Another person said, may Nigeria not happen to us. Okay guys, so I'll come to the end of this today, this live video, and hopefully I'll bring more to you people, because I've already missed like 3 days of this live video and of coming live here, sorry. So I would like to bring more, like would like to follow the case back to back to know what actually happened. Then I'll get back to you people. Thank you also very much for always coming around for viewing my channel. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to like and share my videos. Have a blessed day. Bye.